Have you ever suspected that our daily routine, our calendar, our sense of time might be part of a hidden design to keep us from discovering our true power? Imagine waking up one morning to find out that what we call time isn't exactly what it seems. There's an ancient Bible, dated 1775, that researchers believe hints at a 13-month calendar, a revelation that could shatter everything we've been taught about how reality works. If this old text is right, then the way we measure days, months, and years might be a grand illusion, carefully orchestrated to keep us disconnected from the very cycles that shape our spiritual growth. And if that doesn't sound mind-blowing enough, quantum pioneers like Dolores Cannon, author of The Convoluted Universe, and other experts in consciousness studies claim these strange time manipulations could be part of a bigger puzzle. What if everything from your goals and dreams to the moment you wake up each day has been steered by a power structure that thrives on your ignorance of life's natural rhythms? Grab your seat, because by the end of this video, you may never view time or your own potential the same way again. Let's travel back to a period when ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Babylonians, and Hebrews followed a lunar-based calendar. Each new moon birthed a new cycle, marking everything from religious festivals to farming seasons. This was more than just counting days. It was about aligning human life with the cosmic dance of the universe. But around 45 BCE, Julius Caesar changed the rules by introducing the Julian calendar, which revolved around the sun, slicing the year neatly into 12 months. It seemed practical for taxation, military campaigns, and trade across the Roman Empire. Yet this practicality subtly broke our bond with the moon's 13-phase cycle. Eventually, Pope Gregory III took it further in 1582, creating the Gregorian calendar, the one we use today. What was initially a minor correction of an 11-minute annual drift eventually became a major shift in the way we perceive reality. If all of this feels like harmless historical housekeeping, think again. When you break a civilization's link to lunar cycles, you're also breaking a vital connection to spiritual awareness and the natural flow of creation. Ever wonder why? The number 13 is so often considered unlucky. In many ancient cultures, 13 symbolized the sacred number of lunar cycles per year. 13 chances to realign yourself with nature's rebirth and renewal. But once the 12-month system took over, 13 was cast aside as a sign of misfortune, or even something diabolical, cultural erasure. By demonizing the 13th month, society erased a whole dimension of cyclical living. Spiritual disconnection. Our ancestors believed every lunar phase held unique energy, fertility, introspection, manifestation, yet now we only track time in a straight line. At first glance, it's just a number, but imagine the psychological impact of labeling something as essential as an extra lunar cycle, dangerous, or cursed. Over centuries, we lost a direct channel to the universe's expansive creative force. Why would anyone want to control your perception of time? Think of it as the oldest form of power. When leaders, empires, or religious institutions decide when a new year begins or ends, they also shape agriculture, taxation, and even your holidays. Spiritual bypass. By disconnecting you from the moon's phases, it becomes easier to keep you in the dark about your own ability to create and manifest. Societal compliance. A standardized solar calendar means centralized control. Everyone marches to the same drumbeat. That's extremely convenient if you want entire populations to be predictable. If a calendar can dictate how we live and worship, imagine what else might be manipulated to keep us from our infinite potential. Look around. We live in a world dominated by rush, endless notifications, jam-packed schedules, and perpetual deadlines. Could this be a ripple effect of our disconnection from natural cycles? Constant hurry. Our linear calendar enforces a sense of perpetual urgency, making time feel scarce. Psychological toll. Many of us feel burnt out, alienated from nature, and anxious. Conditions far less common in ancient communities who lived by lunar and seasonal cues. Quantic potential block. According to the double-slit experiment in quantum physics, mere observation can alter outcomes. Imagine if we harnessed the moon's phases as well, aligning mental focus with universal energies to amplify manifestation. Reclaiming even a small fragment of that cyclical awareness by observing full moons or setting intentions on a new moon can dial down stress and awaken a deeper sense of cosmic belonging. Now to the core of today's mystery, the 1775 Bible. Some historians argue that certain passages, translations, or annotations hint at a 13-month structure, an echo of the old ways that was nearly erased from official church records. Hidden clues, marginal notes, and non-standard references to feasts or seasons suggest a lunar element that survived the Gregorian reform. Dolores Cannon's insights. In the convoluted universe, Cannon mentions time anomalies and time shifts. Could this Bible be pointing to similar distortions in how we experience past, present, and future? Of course, we don't have a definitive stamp proving that the entire Bible was built on a 13-month cycle, but the mere existence of such claims nudges us to question why these fragments of lunar-based systems appear in religious texts at all. If you follow any form of law of attraction or law of assumption, you know how critical it is to manage your mindset and emotions. But consider how much more potent your practice could become if you re-synced yourself with lunar energy. Phase-aligned intentions. During each lunar cycle, set goals at the new moon and reflect or release at the full moon. This rhythmic approach can magnify your manifestation results. Embrace birth, death, rebirth. Nature's cycle of emergence, growth, and decay mirrors your personal development. Each ending is just the seed for a new beginning. Tuning in versus tuning out. Even a simple daily acknowledgement of the moon's phase can ground you, reminding your subconscious that you live in a vast, interconnected universe. Cliffhanger. Wait until you see how daily practice with cosmic timing can radically shift not only your mental well-being, but also your material outcomes. It might feel overwhelming to think that our entire concept of time, something we take for granted, could be a carefully orchestrated construct. But this also means there's immense power in recognizing the illusion. By rediscovering lunar cycles, you can weave ancient wisdom into your modern life, supercharging your spiritual growth, your relationships, and the way you shape your reality. Imagine waking up each day feeling connected to a cosmic rhythm that actively supports your goals. Visualize yourself in a state of flow, where deadlines serve as gentle markers rather than suffocating pressures, and where manifestation isn't just a technique you apply, but a natural outcome of living in harmony with the grand design of the universe.